All right, starting lesson 4.4, congruence and transformations. All right, identifying congruent figures. Two geometric figures are congruent figures if and only if there is a rigid motion or a composition of rigid motions. All right, so rigid just means nothing changes about the shape of the figure. All right, so here we have this figure, and look at all the other ones. All right, nothing has really changed about the shape of it. All right, it's just been reoriented. The lengths of the sides are the same, and all the angles have the same measure. But if you go to this example over here, let's compare them. These are definitely not the same triangle. All right, the side lengths are longer between these two here. All right, the side lengths are completely different. The angles are completely different. Okay, so congruence transformations have to do with keeping the shape the same. So if we go to example 1, all right, let's look around this grid here and let's identify some congruent figures. Okay, well, here we have a square, and here we have another square. Okay, well, what's happening here? We're doing a simple translation, so we're shifting every point to the left 2 units and down 6 units. Okay, so we're doing that with every point, going down every point. Shift 2, go down 6. All right, that's for the square. All right, let's look at the next figure. Here we have KLM and EFG. They are the same shape, it's just oriented differently. All right, so how do you go from KLM or EFG to KLM? All right, well, it's going to be reflected over the x-axis, right? So that's a reflection over the x-axis. What we did previously, once again, is a translation. So this was the first type of transformation we learned. Reflections were the second. And the next one is going to be a rotation. All right, but let's check this out here. Here I have HIJ, and it ends up all the way over here. TUS. All right, now this could have taken place by reflection along the line y equals x. That's one possibility. But we could also get this through a rotation. All right, so say I attached a line to this point, and I would rotate it around 180 degrees, and it would be right here. I could attach a line to this point from the origin, and rotate it 180 degrees, it would end up right here. And then I could attach a line to this point here, rotate it 180 degrees, and I would end up right here. All right, so that's a rotation of 180 degrees about the what? About the origin. All right, so that's just one example. Now let's go ahead and do another. Okay, we have another congruence transformation taking place here, meaning that nothing changes about the shape. All right, rigid motions or congruence transformations mean the same thing, essentially. All right, once again, rigid just means nothing's changing with regards to the shape. The sides are the same, the angles are the same. Now, example 2, what's happening here? How could you go from this shape here and have it end up here? All right, now nothing's changing about the size of the angles or the sides. So one thing I could do is I could flip it over the y-axis, so it would end up here. Okay, and then I would have my D prime here, C prime, B prime, and A prime. That's through a reflection. Okay. Over the y-axis, And then what would the next step be? Well, I could just translate the whole figure down. I can move every point down 4 units, down 4 units, down 4 units, down 4 units. So that'll be a translation of 4 units down. All right, that's all there is to it. That's our congruence transformation. All right, so you'll be doing a couple examples like this, just identifying what type of congruence transformation takes place. Remember that the 3 transformations we've learned so far are translations, where you're just shifting the figure up, down, left, or right. Then we have reflections and rotations. Those are the 3 types of transformations we've worked with thus far. So in the assignment problems, you'll be trying to figure out which of these or which combination of these is taking place. If you have any questions, if you need anything to be clarified, just make sure to ask for help. Begin the assignment.